What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel, Sports Life Politics TV, where today we're going to be discussing a video clip from Buffalo, New York, of some brothers who work at Tesla. And the question will be posed in this video: is the Negro one big teddy bear? Is the Negro male a modern day 2022 Teddy Ruxpin? Is the Negro a Care Bear? Now, we know when it comes to Negroes, with other Negroes, we some bad boys. We come from a race and a group of people, some of the biggest, strongest, toughest people you've ever seen in your life. Muhammad Ali to Ray Lewis to Mike Tyson to, the list just goes on and on, to a Walter Payton, to a LeBron James. We got the biggest, fastest, most athletic people on the planet Earth. But yet, we think we can heal everything with love. We think we can lead with kindness. There's a time and a place for everything. But I'm going to go ahead and get this clip started. Let's check it out.
That you don't see every single day, Jeff and Katie. These are all Tesla workers. These are all employees at Tesla in South Buffalo. And I want to introduce you to a couple of people. Tell us your name and tell us what you do at Tesla. Tell us why you're here.
My name is Dean Lewis, and I'm an associate there. I work.
My name is Jamarius Cooper. I'm a lead production associate at Tesla.
You guys came out here, obviously, to see what's going on, to pay your respects. But there's a bigger purpose for your being here today. There's a bigger reason and a bigger message to send. Tell me about that.
The bigger message is that we're tired. That, you know what? Stop vilifying us. Stop making us the monsters. We're not super predators. We're men and women.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to all these brothers. God bless them. This is a terrible time and a hard time. But the reason I made this video, because I want to go over these statements that these brothers are making. I have to tell these brothers, just in case these brothers in Buffalo, one of them come across this video, I have to tell you, white people don't care. Brother, it's been 400 years. If you ain't received the love and hugs and the kisses and pats on the back that you wanted by now, it's never gonna come. Just give it up.
Workers and
We
dedicated.
work hard. We take care of our community the best we can. We support this store. All of us may not live in the neighborhood anymore, but this is where we grew up. Okay? We're tired. This hurts.
You were telling me that this is your store. Anyone comes here. You all come here to shop in this store. It could have been anyone.
It could have been any one of us. It could have been my mother. My mother lives up the street. My brother lives down the street. My daughter lives up the street. It's my primary store that I come to shop. And, it's heartbreaking. I know I could have gotten caught up in the whole situation that went down in Saturday. So, I carry this heavy on my chest. I really do.
Once again, I understand being heartbroken, but it has to come to a point as a Negro male is you have to come to a conclusion of what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You're going to get on TV and cry and complain to the white man? Really? Brother, we've been doing that for 70 years now, and it hasn't worked. This brother behind me look like he's every bit of 6'5". Brother, we need 6'5" warriors at this point that say, hey man, I'm gonna arm up and I'm just gonna protect the community. If another white boy come through here and he looking suspicious like that, hey man, he won't have time to shoot 10 unarmed black people and kill them, because we're gonna protect our neighborhood.
Let's speak to the bigger issue here too. We're all grieving. We're all together grieving. I was out here on Saturday with so many of you, and it hurts. It's terrible. But the idea that a man, according to police again, came here with a mission, not targeting me, targeting you.
It was planned. To answer your question, the top layer of what brung us all out here is family. This is our neighborhood store. I'm here weekly. My in-laws live at the new housing that's right down the street. Everybody here is because of family and because of pain. Nobody deserves this. They will give you the shirts off of their back. They will help you pay for your food if you were short in line. Everything that's part of our culture and our family, helping one another hand in hand.
White supremacists don't care nothing about that. Why he would keep saying that is unbeknownst to me.
That's all what this neighborhood is. And for somebody to come and take the heart out of this city, you're literally taking the heart. That's why the city is in an uproar. This wasn't a situation that was gang related. This wasn't a situation that was politics. This was literally family. That's all it was, is just straight family. And somebody came here and destroyed that. So we're here for ourselves, for the family and the support of this system. We're here for ourselves as black people, fighting for what we need to fight for, because we also had to fight to leave Tesla to come out here without worrying about reparations of leaving a job to support something like this that should have had no back talking on in the first place. So we're out here for family, we're out here for love, and we're out here to fight for our...
There it is. We're out here for love. Brother, this is beyond love. These black people left Tesla and left work to come out here to, I guess, complain to the news media. Brother, they don't care. They've never cared. These is false platitudes. They're just, they're giving you a proverbial pat on the back, the kiss on the cheek, but they don't give a damn.
Natural injustices, which is why what happened in the first place.
Buffalo is called the city of good neighbors. Okay? In our community it is.
That's the slogan. That's the slogan, but it's not true, because if you live here...
But if you live here, it's only within your community.
And I can tell another thing, just by listening to these brothers, they're completely unorganized. They don't have an actual message. Like, they didn't come together, have a leadership and say, hey, this is the message we're trying to get out. This is what we want to say. This is what we're asking for. Because you should have been out here asking for some kind of laws to be changed, like the Asian hate crime bill. That's what you should have. If you're gonna leave work and you're gonna come out here and talk, you should have all your ducks lined up and what you want to talk about and what you're asking for. From the outside looking in, like I said, as a black man, I do sympathize with these black people. I do. I sympathize with those black people in Buffalo. But you can't come out and basically just say, hey, man, we just want to love the community. Man, they don't care.
What do you mean by that?
Because, like he said, if I came to this store and I didn't have enough money, if I was short a couple of dollars, somebody in the back of the line say, oh, don't worry about it, get it. But if I was out in
I didn't mean to laugh, but what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? That somebody helps you pay? Brother, that man came in there shooting old people, elderly people at point blank range. What is the messaging?
I'm being followed through the store as if I'm going to take something. I'm not putting you on the spot, but I'm going to ask you a question. When's the last time you ever got on an elevator and a woman clutched her purse because you stepped in?
Brother, he hasn't. Brother, this society is not built for us. And the day we quit belly aching, and the day that we stand up and take pride in one another is the day all this shit goes away. The day that we say we gonna protect our own. We don't need the police to come over here and protect us no more. That's the day you'll see change.
In the elevator. When's the last time you've been followed through a store and asked, oh, can I help you? 15 times.
Can I ask, what is that like?
It's hell. And it's degrading. It's disrespectful.
And that's what we want in the first place.
I go to work every day. I don't ask anybody to do anything for me. I go to work. I take care of mine. But yet still,
We've been going to work, black people in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and in the 60s, 70s, they was going to work. They was still being illegally shot, lynched, beaten, harassed. You going to work has nothing to do with nothing. No disrespect to this man. I genuinely mean that. But what he's saying is nonsensical.
Worry about where I walk,
Where you shop?
where I shop.
Let's talk about something even deeper over that.
But also the fact that they glossed over the fact that this was a white nationalist terrorist attack. It's not a hate crime, it's a terrorist attack. Let's focus on that. For some reason they keep saying hate crime. Yeah, we know they don't.
Brother, it was a hate crime and a terrorist attack. Both. You actually want it to be a hate crime, so you could tell them, hey, we need a hate crime bill passed. That's how I know that these brothers didn't really discuss exactly what they were going to say and who was going to say it and when. Because you can see the man who's doing the interview, he's just swinging the microphone wildly, and people talking out of turn and saying nonsensical things. But I'm going to keep the video going.
Like black people, we understand it. We understand the manifesto. But deep beneath it all is a terrorist domestic movement that they're doing. That's what we need to be focused on. They're targeting our people, our communities. That is the problem.
So we were born into. We didn't ask to be black. We were just born that way. So why do you hate us for it?
I don't mean no disrespect to this brother either, but that's some light skin shit. That's some soft ass shit. That don't mean no disrespect. Honestly, I guess I understand what he said, but like, bro, that sounds soft as hell. What did we do so wrong? Come on, brother. You stand up. You tell them motherfucker never again. That's how you quit handling it like we so weak. That's why I made the title of this videos is the Negro male, the human teddy bear. Man to man, this man probably can whoop ass. Seriously. Brother to brother, this brother probably got some go in him. But you would have to admit, if you're a black man and you listen, that's some soft ass shit. He said that shit. And when it comes to white supremacy, I don't know what it is about black men. They get soft as hell.
How do you rise up from here? What do you tell the community? What do you want to come out of this? Because we're going to see...
Great question.
We're going to see something come out of this, because I'm looking at you guys and I'm listening to you guys and I understand your anger. I understand your pain and I feel your passion here.
Here's the reality then. You know, what has to come out of this is that we have to stop being turned into the monsters. We have got to stop.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but what do you mean we have to stop being turned into the monsters? What exactly does that mean?
We are people.
I'm gonna let him keep going.
You know what? I'm one of the nerdiest guys you're ever gonna meet.
Here we go.
I like science fiction. I like Marvel comics. I collect comic books. I'm a big freaking nerd.
Wow. I told you. That was the other brother. That was some soft ass shit. And this nigga just got softer. Brother, I like science fiction. Brother, I like Marvel. But I don't give a damn about when people in your community is getting blown away with AR-15s at point blank range. Who cares if you're a nerd? It's time to put up your nerd badge and pull out you should have been pulling out guns.
That's right, and I love all y'all. I wear my badge proudly. But the reality of it is, you let anybody else tell it, I'm dangerous, I'm scary. Why? Because I'm not afraid to raise my voice and speak? Something will come out of this in the next 30 years.
What? I'm sorry. Did you hear what this did? Some of the biggest niggas be saying some of this. I swear I don't mean no disrespect to these brothers. But that's some more soft, weak ass shit. That's why we're so easily targeted. You got the biggest nigga in the back saying something's gonna change in the next 30 years. Wow.
30 years.
Let's hear him again.
Why? Because I'm not afraid to raise my voice and speak? Something will come out of this in the next 30 years. I don't want it in 30 years. Anytime soon, I'll down.
Who was telling me that they were in the store minutes before this just happened? 2 minutes. So walk me through. He was what? He was leaving the parking lot. So 10 minutes before this all happened, you were inside.
Wait a minute. This Negro got on an anti-gun violence, New York. I don't know about him. I told you, I didn't notice that the first time. I just caught that at the end this light-skinned brother right here, anti-gun, bro. It's time to be pro-gun. It's time to be pro-gun, not anti-gun. They came and killed y'all with guns. They wasn't throwing sticks, rocks. Pro-gun. I'm suspicious of that nigga with that anti-gun t-shirt on. That's odd.
That's sore.
I'm driving somebody off. I do Uber and live part-time, so I'm literally just driving somebody off at the store. And 10 minutes later, 10 minutes later, my phone's been blowing up asking my okay, because my family know what I do.
Right.
And I'm just like, I'm in fear, 'cause I'm like, I was just here 10 minutes ago. That could have been me, or that could have been his brother. Like,
So what do you think? I mean, what do you make of all of that? The fact that somebody came here and it could have been you.
I mean, the fact that he came here beforehand, you scoped the whole place out. Like, that's scary. Like, you don't know.
Once again, look, there's times to be scared. I understand there's a fear factor, but when you your messaging, the last thing you want to be yelling out is that's scary or we're scared. Anything of that nature, that emboldened white supremacists. Brother, you have to bear down, knuckle down, grip down, put 10 toes down and say, we are not scared. You will not scare us. You will not have us hiding in fear. That's you supposed to. Well, that's what I say. This is why you need leadership in these type of groups. You have to have somebody who speaks for everybody. You can kind of line up what you want to say, so you can say it a little more correctly, so it can come across. Because this interview is, once again, it's all over the place. One man he's talking about Marvel Comics. Another nigga talking about a 30-year span. Another nigga's talking about it ain't a hate crime. It's a terrorist attack. The other nigga's talking about love. The other nigga, I mean, wow.
Honestly, it's a family store, because if he came here to scope it out, nobody was giving him dirty looks for being in here. He probably stuck out like a sore thumb. Nobody gave him dirty looks for being here. Did you say one of your friends bought him a Gatorade?
Yeah, we actually spoke with that man on the air. The fact that he even mentioned that he wanted to give him a hug because he felt so...
There it is. I actually did a video on that black dude too. I forgot his name, but in my other video that I did on Peyton, Guyton, what's his? I don't know. Peyton, whatever the dude who did the Buffalo shooting, Peyton. I did a video where a black dude said, "Oh, I met him and such and such," and I talked about him too. And he's talking about handing out hugs, brother. You can't leave with what is all this goddamn Care Bear shit?
This is what we're trying to say. So now, do we have to be on guard every time somebody unfamiliar is around?
Yes.
I have to be on guard every time I see a white man?
Yes.
Do I have to be on guard?
Yes.
Do I have to go back? Do I have to revert to my time when I was in the military?
Yes. Now we talking. Yes.
Understand, like, as in our race, why are we so stereotyped? Why are we so hated? But then when you look on television, you know, of peoples of other race, you know, you have people like, you know, want to get their lips done. You have other people like, you know, of other race.
Why is these niggas so confused? Why is these Negroes so confused? What do you mean? Why are we stereotyped? Brother, nobody likes us. When people don't like you, you step into it. You don't care. That's who I don't want to be liked. I want to be respected. To do a message to these black men. Much love to y'all brothers. But this teddy bear shit has to stop, black man. Who cares if somebody likes you? When you was little, your parents used to always tell you, boy, don't care. You ain't got to worry about nobody like you. Be your own damn friend. We all heard that coming up when we was growing up. Be your own damn friend. The black man has to be his own friend and quit worrying about who likes him. You should be worried about who respects you.
Want to get their butt, you know, all that past the surgery stuff.
Oh, excuse me. Kick the camera. My bad, y'all. My bad.
The question earlier about what do we think is going to happen? What needs to happen is they also need to take away the scapegoats and the keywords of the people that do this. So what's going to happen is they're going to start pulling up things, oh, mental illness, oh, he was troubled. And then once that happens, everything that happened here over the weekend is going to get swept under the rug as a mental abuse. Because also what's wrong with that is the people that they say have mental abuse, all of the multiple Caucasians that do this, they live in the communities and they have all of the assistance. They have all of the resources to get that help. So if the situation was reversed, and we was the ones going out doing these terrorist acts, and we said we had mental abuse and everything, where would the support come from? Because then we would hear the other side of the story. Well, they don't have the resources to get the help from mental abuse. But you don't hear that excuse when they...
All bullshit aside, I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm completely confused. Maybe y'all do. If you know what he's talking about, you can put it down in the comments. No disrespect to this brother, but he's literally talking in a circle. Brother, the white man is going to look out for young white boys and young white children first. If the roles were reversed, they'd tax your ass. They'd have blew your brains out in front of the grocery store. What are you talking about if the roles were reversed? That's why a black man has to arm himself and protect himself. Period.
It's just straight mental abuse and then it's something under the rug. Take away the scapegoats, call it terrorism, call it murder, what it is. Don't come out with all these laws and stipulations in the courtroom that we never heard of before to get this person off or get lesser time or not get put in general population because they know they're gonna get taken out that way too. Stop doing that. Law is law. Stop coming up with new stuff on the back end. Stop bringing up the scapegoats.
A lot of pain here, obviously.
Here's one last thing I like to say, and this is the other thing. If you look at the optics, when you start looking at optics and you look at how things are described, he was an 18-year-old teenager. You understand? You know, they want to take the onus from him being a grown man, making a decision. That's not right. You got to remember the optics. When Mike Brown died, that was an 18-year-old man. When Philando Castile was shot in a car with his kids, with his daughter and his girlfriend, that was a man. But anytime, Dylan Roof was a troubled youth. Kyle Rittenhouser, he's a teenager. You're not helping accountability. But yet and still, a man with his hands up, backing away from the police, takes 3 rounds in the...
This sound like a crying circle where you just gonna complain to your enemy. Look, individually there are good white people and black people who get along every day. As a whole, our two races are enemies. There's no doubt about that. We can play this sick game all we want. I mean, like I said, individually, white people and black people, yes, they can get along. Hell, they can be in relationships. They can do all type of things individually. But as races, as a whole, we are enemies. And white people let you know it every day. Hell, these black people work at Tesla. It was a black man had to file a lawsuit, and I think that one of the judges gave him like $40 or $50 million, and another judge came in and said that was too much, and then cut it down to $15 million because he was being racially discriminated on the job. So he actually won the case and won $15 million from Tesla. So you work in a race for a racist company who was found guilty of racism. So I don't understand the playing dumb or not understanding. Brother, we gotta get a better understanding. Wow.
Yes. Because the cop was scared of what?
Not to mention, you got a billy club, you got mace, you have 6 things on your police belt that's not a firearm. You have professional training that you have to do weekly, and yet you aim for the head. You have professional training, which means, we was just talking about this, shoot from the elbow down, no arteries. Shoot from the knee down, no arteries. Shoot your taser, use your billy club.
Once again, I don't know what this brother, no disrespect to him, much love to him. I'm pretty sure it's hard to be live on camera and, it could be difficult. But next time if these brothers ever come together and get a message that you want to push forward and let 1 or 2 people talk. Don't have this scattered conversation. But these brothers probably never get another conversation. Or maybe they will, because they didn't ask for nothing.
You have all of these resources, but yet you go straight for the same things that you do when you hunt with your friends. Because we know we're hunted as well. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong.
We're gonna leave that, put the period at the end of the sentence there, and I think that the community now understands your pain. The community understands your grief. And the community needed to hear that. And I certainly appreciate each one of you, and I value each one of you. Thank you very much for sharing that with me. It's absolutely.
Well, y'all, he just gave the black man a proverbial hug. This is unbelievable. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's the Negro male, a human teddy bear. When you poke him in the belly, does he say, hoo-hoo? When you pull his string, does he say, I lead with kindness? When you give him a hug, does he say, I love you more? We got the biggest, baddest people on the planet. But when it comes to facing white supremacy, we get soft as a goddamn cupcake. Unbelievable. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all tuning to the video, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I just took your ass on a teddy bear Negro ride. Peace.